Good morning. My name is Kelvin Davis. I want to welcome you. We are, as you can see behind me, still celebrating Valentine's Day, so we got the Valentine's Day theme happening right now. But what I want to talk to you about is credit and the importance of having good credit. I want to encourage you definitely to take advantage of the opportunities that are being presented with the ability to review your credit report every year for free. You can go to annualcreditreport.com and receive a copy of all 3 credit reports. Now, when you receive your credit report, review your report, and you may find that there are several inaccuracies, inaccurate information on there, information that is erroneous or simply incomplete. Now, with that being the case, you have the right as a consumer to dispute any information on your credit report, whether it's erroneous, inaccurate, unverifiable. You have the right to dispute that information. Now, a lot of the times you'll see that through human error or through some other reason on your credit report, there will be information that needs to be corrected or updated. And what you'll want to do as you go through your credit report is highlight. I would take a highlight marker and mark the information that is derogatory, whether there's collections on there, charge-offs on there. There may be some delinquencies, some late payments, missed payments, things of that nature, or anything of that negative nature, and look to see if there are any inaccuracies on that report where you can dispute with the credit reporting agencies to have those things removed. A lot of that negative information is weighing you down as an individual and causing you to have to pay more in interest payments or being denied loans because of derogatory information on your credit report that may be erroneous, inaccurate, unverifiable, incomplete, outdated. For whatever reason, it's worth going in and looking to see what is going on with your credit report. Now, I always promote cleaning our credit reports, improving our credit profiles, and building our credit strength. Reviewing your credit report annually or monthly if necessary, if there's some major problems on there and you're working to correct your credit report, then you need to, in my opinion, do that on a monthly basis. But if your credit report is fine with you, you like the way it looks, then I definitely recommend that you review it on an annual basis to make sure that it stays that way and that some fraudulent activity doesn't happen that you're unaware of and you don't get wind of until it's too late. So with that being said, I pulled the annual report of credit and consumer reporting complaints. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which is an actual government agency, the credit reporting agencies are not government agencies. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau did a report on the complaints that were being registered against the consumer reporting agencies, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and they found that a lot of the complaints were being discarded by the credit reporting agencies without them really doing any sort of investigation. And the way that they found this out, one thing that we recommend you to do, if you registered a complaint with the credit reporting agencies and they've given you an unfavorable response, maybe you've disputed an item 1 or 2 times, given them requested information 1 or 2 times, and they're just simply not willing to listen to you or give you any sort of relief, well, I recommend that you contact the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and raise a complaint with them that the credit reporting agencies are not doing their job, or they're doing a lousy job, and they're not listening, they're not reviewing, they're not investigating like they should. And once you raise that complaint, the CFPB will go and let the credit reporting agencies have their say. Listen, this is what's being said about you, not doing what you're supposed to be doing. What do you have to say about it? The credit reporting agencies have an opportunity to give a response. Well, the government agency, the CFPB, has found that the credit reporting agencies are responding negatively to most of the complaints, and they're responding in such a way that the CFPB is convinced that they're discarding the complaints without any real review. And it says here, I'm going to read the conclusion. It says that consumers are describing serious consequences that occur when inaccurate information is and remains on their consumer credit report. Consumers describe a system that is not working for them, talking about how the credit reporting agencies handle their business. Consumers express frustration about the time and energy that they spend trying to correct information that may affect their ability to buy a home or obtain credit. Consumers sometimes describe how they plan on giving up. And a lot of you have given up, and I encourage you all the time not to give up. Patience and persistence is the key. This is not a marathon. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. But they're saying that they want to give up on correcting their credit or paying debts that they do not owe just to make the problem go away. There may be collections and charge-offs on there. Companies will sell files to collections or debt collection agencies, and then they'll do what they can to try to collect money, but they'll make errors and they'll have things on credit reports that should not be there and should be corrected. The Bureau says that the credit reporting agency's actions and inactions have large implications on consumers' financial well-being and the economy more broadly. So they're recognizing the problem and saying that it's not only affecting you and I as consumers, but it's affecting the economy at large. And that the monies that we're having to pay in higher interest rates on our loans and for our houses, that money should really be in our homes, going on our dinner tables and on our backs, because we would have more money available for the necessities and not just paying out in interest. It says that the Federal Act, Credit Reporting Act, requires that the agencies conduct a review of certain complaints sent to them by the CFPB. So they're not even reviewing the complaints that are coming from the Federal Bureau. That's why they're making this report. And that they're determined, it says that they have to review the complaints. The Bureau found that they were discarding the complaints. It says here that the CFPB's analysis revealed that the credit reporting agencies are closing complaints faster and with fewer instances of relief. They're discarding most complaints, not many, not some, not a few, but most complaints based on unsubstantiated conclusions of suspected third-party involvement. They're accusing you of getting someone to help you to write a letter or put the dispute together. Some of you older people, elderly people, or people who are too busy to do this work yourself, they're accusing you of getting someone to help you in the process. And they're saying it's unsubstantiated because they don't have any proof of it, and on flawed application of guidance that does not apply to the CFPB complaints. So they're not only not giving your disputes credence because of their flawed way of doing business, but now they're trying to say, well, okay, you had somebody to help you, so we don't want to give your complaint credence. Not because of the damage that it's doing to you that you're stating in your letter or your complaint, but because